What's good, Council of Comics? This is it. Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 8, the finale. Let's go.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
Today. It's not a definitive.
Of what? The series?
Did they say 4?
4's been written. Starts filming end of this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was reading something.
There's a
today.
lot of specko out
Right.
there.
That he,
We don't want to get Cliff upset.
Pascal-
'cause we
Pascal
got
might
a
not
lot
get
of
back.
specko in here.
I mean, I'm still
sus.
I'm still suspect to all of it. It's just annoying. Like, you'll read an entire article just to be like, oh, this is just some wacky idea you have based on a conversation from somebody that might exist. I'm done. Like, too much of a waste of time.
Yeah. So, this episode, well, who wants to take this? How's it start?
Well, we were left on a cliffhanger, right? Because Mando is taken hostage. The rest are all fighting to escape for their lives. They're trying to get to the ground, the surface of the planet. And they're cornered, but they do get to the surface. They're able to all fly their way out, which is great.
Armor's heading back to the main ship.
Yep, the armor is still heading back to the main ship with the people who are wounded. No one's a traitor.
My theory is
Very
wrong
happy about that.
for now.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! The season's over. Everything was great. They all pulled through.
So, they free Mando, or Mando frees himself. He gets the little fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the thing with the force fields, that was so great.
Yeah. And then what I liked was when Mando said to Grogu, "I need you to be brave. We have to end this now.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna go on forever. If Gideon's alive and Grogu's like, yes,
It's still
yes.
going. I'm saying it's still going.
So they're going through the base.
You know what's so funny? He's like, I need you to be brave. And it's like, he has not seen how brave Grogu has been this entire season. He got dragged under the water by that mythosaur. And Grogu leaves there alone, battles these weird, crazy creatures on his way to the surface, and
Flies to another planet.
flies to another planet to go get Bo-Katan and be like, he's in danger. And Bo-Katan's like, I'm going to kill this. What do you mean he's in danger? Let's go. Which, now that we've gotten to the end of the season, I love it even more because it is a testament to her true character in that moment. She's like super annoyed. She's like, oh, he needs me. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love it. God, there's so many great things that happen here. It's really action-packed.
They go through the base,
Yes.
and they see the clone tubes.
Yes.
Right?
And they're
Yeah.
all clones that...
Oh, Gideon.
that Moff Gideon is preparing for himself,
Yeah.
which his ultimate goal is to be a clone body that is force sensitive, so he can use the force.
All right, so here's my first question. Phil, do you think the real Moff Gideon died?
Ooh. You know what? No. I'm going to say no. And you know what? Really? Because Giancarlo is like such a good villain right now.
Esposito.
Yeah, and like
Yeah.
I can see them just wanting to use him again.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think he's really dead.
Plus, that armor was tough. All you had to do is put the helmet on.
That armor was tough.
The
Yeah.
armor could probably survive that fire.
Yeah.
I'm not. That's not. Yeah, but
Good.
you.
It was.
Maybe.
Listen, she was pressing the dark saber against his armor, and it wasn't even scratching it. I mean, I saw a video where they were comparing it when the dark saber was fighting against the spear with Mando back in season 2. It was turning red, and that's Beskar armor. But this one, when she's pressing it, there's no effect. He even go ahead. He even lets her do it.
Well, his
for
is
her.
Beskar too, though.
Yeah, but I think it's an enhanced Beskar. Though.
Right, because
That's a good
he
point.
made a big speech about how
Yeah.
the
That's a good point.
modifications.
I'm
That one
borrowing.
could still be alive.
Well, I think that one's dead because I think that's a clone. He's a clone too. I think that whole base is clones because if you look at the clones in the tubes, none of them have mustaches. I know it's a stupid little detail, and the one that got lava or whatever we're calling that didn't have a mustache either.
I'm also thinking it's the real him because all the trouble of rescuing him and all that stuff, for when he was going to go to trial. So I'm thinking the real one died, but again, he's a wonderful actor, a great villain. why shouldn't we be treated to his return with it being one of the clones that is force sensitive, which is what he wanted? So yeah, I'm mostly doubtful, because if it was a clone, then he would be like all excited, because I'm just saying, why would he enact any clone initiative for himself if it wasn't going to be force sensitive? You know, and we don't know what they know about clone technology, but something that we do know about clone technology is that clones age quickly. I'm not sure he would love that idea so much,
Yeah.
especially because he's
There's
already.
always a problem with like clones, because even in like Rise of Skywalker, I'm sorry, I have to bring it up, but even the Emperor can't stay in a clone body because the bodies keep deteriorating on him. So they've never, besides the soldiers, they've never really perfected the
Right,
clones.
and look how many Snokes they created, because they were trying to perfect making the Emperor,
Mhm.
and instead what they got was this thing. They got Snoke, and they're like, well, that's good enough to run things for now, you know.
But could it possibly have been when he said, "I'll take care of this. I'll handle the Mandalorian," that he went away? Nobody didn't see him while everybody doing all this fighting. That he could have switched and put a clone in his place, an early developed clone to go fight him.
Yeah, who's to say that those tubes are the only ones?
Right.
Well,
that
that's
were
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
base? You know
I
what
think
mean?
that, yeah.
Because there's such a central vested interest in that location, right? And this is still working in the shadows behind the scenes, and it's clear the rest of the, what are they called, the Shadow Council?
Yeah.
The Shadow Council doesn't know what he's up to. He's there pointing fingers at them, making sure that they're unaware of what he's actually working on. And if we're following the plot of the season, it only looks like he got access to the clone technology as recent as his little spy girl there got her hands on that science
Yeah,
station.
he's not sharing that information.
Right.
Well,
So
assuming that that's the not the final piece, but maybe a piece that he, who knows, that he wasn't already doing it, but
Right.
she got more. You know, she got 2.0 for him.
yeah, but this is so unfleshed and everything is so sketchy that I'm like, I think it was him. Now, do I think if we need to see him again, a subplot for one of the clones of him showing up? Sure.
I still like him being Thrawn's thug that he sends out to do stuff.
That may be true, but on the other hand, maybe the focus once Thrawn arrives in this universe, maybe that's just going to be the focus.
Yeah,
You know,
maybe.
it's like this is your threat, right? And the Shadow Council will be his little minions,
Yeah.
you know, for him to cast guilt and you know and add suspense.
So before he dies, there's a fight. Mando's fighting him. He's getting beat. Then the Praetorian Guards come out. And then I thought it was hilarious when they're going after Grogu.
And Grogu's just leaping around the room.
Like this, like, what's going on? Like the robots like that. But it was touching because when Bo-Katan shows up to help him, she's like, go save your kid. And
Yeah.
that's Mando's like, all right, I don't even care about Gideon anymore. I had to go save Grogu.
And she's got the history with Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
So like it makes her battle has more impact. You know, they've really did such a great arc for her this year, like including how she originally was the one who surrendered to him because she wanted to save her people,
Yeah.
and she got nothing for it.
And then he breaks the dark saber.
Yep.
Yeah, really just
I say-
crushes it. Like,
I say it's done.
I said no. I want to see more. But I
There's
think
enough
they'll
of
fix
that.
it. Yeah, I think they'll fix it though. They're Mandalorians, and remember that the dark saber was created by a Mandalorian, so they would be.
Can you imagine if the armorer is just like she's just got this like one little dark shard that you know that Bo-Katan went and fetched for her, and she's just there clashing away, trying to build
Yeah, 'cause
the
that's
ultimate
that's
dark
a symbol
saber.
of their leadership, so I would think they'd create another dark saber.
Wouldn't that be a nice?
what is it?
He's
It would
the-
be like the best car saver.
Yeah, it'd be a best
Yeah.
car saber.
Yeah.
Right?
She's,
Yeah.
If she's like a direct descendant of Mandalore the Great.
Who, Boca?
No, the armorer.
It could be, but I suspect
My
Bo-Katan
money is
is.
still on that she's a sister.
Yeah, but why
sister
would-
that they didn't?
You don't think? I know they're wearing helmets and all that,
Because
but
yeah, you
you
still haven't seen
you
her
don't
face.
you don't think that Bo-Katan wouldn't recognize her sister?
She's never seen her.
Right, they're talking through the mask.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you put a mask, well, not you specifically, but let's for argument's sake, I know you fairly well, and I know your gait, and I know the way you carry yourself. That if it's my sister or my sibling who I grew up with, masks doesn't matter. I know I'm going to recognize her.
We don't know
just
how-
from that.
We don't know how much time she spent with Bo-Katan.
Yeah.
Bo-Katan and her and that sister.
They know Bo-Katan. The armorer knows of Bo-Katan.
Right, the Kree's line is
Yeah.
a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, her showing up, having just come from the what are the waters of Mandalore?
Oh, the Now you say something I'm gonna blank. It's the living waters.
Yeah, her having emerged from the living waters, the armor is like, all right, Bo-Katan Kryze, you're in, your clan restored. Like, you brought honor to your family. Like, just the whole thing. Like, yeah, you showed up here honorably, so you're in. You're one of us, as long as you keep that helmet on. You know, and then
Until I tell you to take it off.
right, and then tells her, do you not trust my station?
No.
You know? And she's like, I do. She's like, take the helmet off. But it's so good because she is their spiritual leader. It works so well when she marches out in public with them and with Bo-Katan with the helmet off and tells them she is the way. She is like, this is our cycle of change. She is it, and we need her. I thought it was beautiful.
The walker.
It was. I thought it was great, and basically, it's at the end where she basically
Bye, Joey.
re-blesses everybody. Bye, Joey.
You gonna blow him a kiss? Sardinia forever.
Sardinia's waiting.
Oh, what fun this will be today.
Please edit so hard. But yeah, no, that's later in the episode. Anyhow, even on the escape, what's his name? Axe? The dude that she had to like fight.
Yeah.
Like Axe is the one trying to get to the ship when they're making their escape. They're like, you gotta get to the ship, and he's like doing it. He's like, yep, He's like, yep, I gotta do whatever I can to get to the ship and like, you know, lay fire.
Kind of crazy, and he's like, you need to get down there and help them now.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, actually doing a thing. And then he gets the ship crashing down.
Yep.
That was pretty bad.
That was pretty cool.
No, it was so great.
Before that, the Praetorian guards are trying to kill Grogu, and it's just funny. Like you
Watching
see
him
him
The Grogu thing is
I
funny, but
actually
Yeah,
thought it
you
was
know what I
funnier once Mando's in there and they're all attacking him and Grogu's just like.
on the ground, just
Yeah.
force
in my
tossing.
head, I was like, oh, you better start force pushing these.
And he totally
And
was.
then
It was
he's
great.
not even doing it hard. He's just like,
Yeah.
all right, and
Yeah.
then I'll move you over there.
Yeah. And when they
Hold on, and then
when-
you over there.
then they're fighting Moff Gideon,
Yeah.
and then Grogu's pushing, they're fighting, pushing. I was like, this is pretty cool.
Actually,
Mom, Dad, and the kid.
Mom, Dad, and the kid was actually my favorite part because
Yeah.
I thought it was so great. And when everything was coming down, I was like, Grogu's gonna save them. I knew it.
Yeah.
And he made a force field using the force. I thought that was so
Wasn't
great.
the first time he did that. He did that in season 1.
I know, but it was
Yeah,
like
remember
this
in
was
season one.
dramatic. That
Yeah.
was the first time in season 1 was like, okay,
This was
that
very Groot.
this
Man,
was
This was very
about to,
Groot
you know,
and
get in
Guardians
the
of the
bubble.
Galaxy.
yeah,
too.
this was OP. This was like
Yeah.
I have made this wasn't like, oh, I kind of made a force field. This was like I made a bubble around us to protect us from basically a volcano exploding around us.
So Axel crashes the ship into the base.
Yep.
Grogu saves them. Moff Gideon
Gets hit right by the ship.
disappears.
I saw
Okay,
it coming right down on him.
It did.
No, it didn't. It came behind him in that hole.
It kinda
and
did
the
this.
flames covered him up. That's
Oh
why
yeah,
Paul's-
that didn't
Paul's
seem like
reason
death
is,
at all.
It's got some meaning to it because he could probably survive that. Then
I don't know,
Mandalore,
man.
they start the forge again, the Great Forge. Bo-Katan's made the leader.
Everyone goes into the living water.
Yeah, and then there's a shot of the Mythosaur. I thought, okay, they're probably saving this for another season,
Mhm.
but I thought like to beat Moff Gideon, like Bo-Katan was gonna get smacked into like the waters or something,
And then ride
and
out on
she came
it.
out with the Mythosaur. You know what I mean? That's how I thought that was gonna happen, but it didn't. It didn't. So
They did too
Paul,
many shots of.
one point, like when she was on the water that time when she went to go get Mandalorian, and she looked him face in the face. I'm wondering if it has anything to do with her lineage.
Her lineage, yeah, absolutely. I really
That
believe
she's
it.
in, somewhere she's linked to this creature through
Yep.
the planet, and for centuries on, everybody in the family. So at the end, whenever they were talking and whatever, and I think she closed her eyes or there was some sort of resolution and there was some calm, and he opened his eyes like
Yeah.
she's back. The family, the heritage is back.
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I think she's got the bloodline. I think she's the descendant. I think this is we're watching the legend of Bo-Katan unfold.
Right.
You know, slowly but surely, and obviously it's heavily unfolding in the Mandalorian. But like I feel like I feel all the seeds were always laid there since the days of the Clone War cartoon.
So then after that, Mando adopts Grogu.
Officially.
Officially, he says, I'm gonna call it. It's gonna be my son. He says, the armorer was like, he can't speak the creed. He can't
unless his
yeah.
parent.
Yeah, so
Yep.
he adopts him, and now he's Din
Din
Grogu.
Grogu.
I like that. I like Din Grogu.
It's all right.
People online are like, I hate it. That
It's
sounds
all right.
Oh please! The minute his name
Yeah.
was Grogu, people lost
Din
it.
Grogu is pretty cool.
It's interesting that his name is almost Asian in nature, because if you look at not North Korea, but Korean names, your last name is your first name, and then
Well, that's how we learned about Din
tradition,
Djarin. So
right?
his
So
name is
his
Djarin.
his name is Djarin, but
Yeah.
it's Din, yeah.
Yeah.
So the family name goes first. It's
Yeah.
interesting, which
Yeah.
makes you think that Bo-Katan should be her,
Bo-Katan Kreese.
right?
Oh,
Yeah, but so is Kreese her
They
first
probably-
name then?
They didn't think this out.
It's fine. It's
It's
just
fine.
No, well, I was gonna say because she came from the sect that split.
yeah,
Maybe that's what makes it
Yeah.
different.
that's true too.
So Mando goes back to Navarro.
I called it,
Grief
man.
Karga gives him keys to a little flat.
He asked for it. He
Well,
asked for and he's
yeah.
gonna be the sheriff, I guess.
No,
No, because he runs into
he
the.
rebuilt IG-11.
Yeah.
Remember, he goes to
IG-12.
talk to the New Republic guy.
Yes, he does to tell him
And he
I'll take
gets-
side gigs.
This is to move him into season 4. And he says,
Right, IG-11 is the sheriff. I'm
he's
so
like,
stupid.
I'm gonna help you. You're gonna help me. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm a bounty hunter,
Yeah.
and he already knows about these remnants of the
Yeah.
Imperials. He's like, I'm gonna hunt the remnants of the
Well,
Imperials.
yeah.
And you're gonna hire me as an independent contractor.
Right, because he can do things
Yeah.
That the New Republic
can't.
can't and won't.
he's the Black Ops guy.
Yeah,
basically.
that's the way to get him into the Thrawn story. Like he
Yeah.
comes upon Thrawn or something like that.
The
I'm
Thrawn
the only
story-
one that got one right though. I called
Yeah.
it. He's gonna retire on the farm.
Yeah.
It was super
Thanos
cute.
style.
It was.
Thanos
But
style.
Grogu just floating the frog. I
Yeah.
love that.
Nobody retires on the farm in Star Wars.
Yeah. No, we all know what happens to people on the farm in Star Wars.
Yeah, well,
All right, look,
Right.
Uncle Ben and Aunt Beru didn't go so well.
right.
So it's a
Wait,
great-
not Uncle.
It's a great ending.
No,
to
you,
season
no, you're
3.
right.
It's a great ending to season 3 because now they can start fresh for this thing that they're planning now, which is going to start with Ahsoka.
I'm assuming this is gonna be a Thrawn,
Yeah.
a Thrawn legend piece, and like that movie that they say that's coming
It's going to be the final.
is gonna
chapter
be the
of
final chapter where it's
Yeah.
like you wanted a Star Wars, this is the Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like Thrawn, and we're giving it everything we
Yeah,
got.
It'll start with Ahsoka.
Yeah.
It'll continue with Skeleton Crew. It'll come back to Mandalorian. And then there's possibly a Luke Skywalker show coming. Because Filoni wants Luke Skywalker in that movie as a big part of that movie. But things are getting changed around as far as the heirs of the Empire. The new bad guys you see in the trailer for Ahsoka, they're taking the place of the George Kaboth character in Heir to the Empire. His character was a clone left by the Emperor, and he wanted to make clones of Luke and other Jedi.
Right.
So,
Isn't that where Mara Jade came from?
Mara Jade was not she?
Now she's not that she's a clone, but
she was
she's
hunting Luke because
Yeah.
Luke killed the Emperor, and she
yeah,
was a
and
secret,
she was the hand of the
she was
Emperor.
the secret hand of the Emperor. I hope they bring Mara Jade in some point, but remember, she's
Who do
not
you
even
want to play
mentioned in
Mara
the
Jade?
sequel trilogy. Huh?
Who do you want to play Mara Jade?
I don't know.
The woman playing the
Tilda Swinton.
no, absolutely not. The woman playing
she
the
watched-
woman playing the armorer, whose name is escaping me right now. I would like to see her as Mara Jade.
You think she's Mara Jade?
No, I don't think she's Mara Jade. I would like to see that actress play Mara Jade. Or I would like, I don't ever want to see the
But then you
armor
couldn't
ticker.
really do that because eventually, that helmet's coming off the armor.
Maybe.
That's not a
You know what I
necessity.
mean?
That's
I
not a
see that
necessity.
happening eventually.
Maybe.
Yeah.
If you want to do the wah wah wah.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah.
But remember, Mara Jade is not even mentioned in the sequel trilogy.
No, she's
No.
not. She's currently not
Mandalorian-
canon.
Mandalorian.
Right into legend.
We talked
Yeah.
about this too.
So
Mandalorian's
quick
on
when
there.
Disney got like, all right, this is all legend now,
Yeah.
and they put it right there. And now that they
So it must have been horrible. It has to be such a horrible event that Luke doesn't talk about it anymore.
No, because they'd have to end up killing her, which upset me. Of all the extended universe, because now it's labeled extended universe, of all of that, Mara Jade was my favorite character that we never saw come to screen.
Yeah. I mean, the whole Legends of Star Wars is so good. It's so good. All right. So that's Mandalorian season 3 finale, episode 8. What did you think? Leave a comment below. You can look on the playlist. We have all the episodes for this season, different videos, and you can watch them all at your convenience. So until next season, or until Ahsoka, for myself, for Phil, for Paul, for Cliff, for Green Shirt Guy, we love you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.